Good morning, everybody. It is Driven Fitness Erica here, your friendly and fabulous online personal trainer and fitness hormone expert. I'm just applying my lip gloss this morning. We'll see who can join us. And while I do that, I'll see if I can apply my lip gloss. Welcome to my Facebook Lives. How are you doing on this beautiful Thursday morning? Good morning. We have some people joining us. Today we're talking about motivation versus discipline. So we will go ahead and get started. I don't know what time it is, but 7:33. So welcome to my Facebook Lives. I am Coach Erica, owner of Driven Fitness and Ignite a Vibrant Life. I'm your online personal trainer and fitness menopause coach. Grab your warm drink and join me for a brief talk on motivation and discipline. I'm here almost every week. I missed last week. I was traveling last week, so I did not jump on. But this week, I am back. And I wanted to talk about motivation versus discipline because I hear this all the time. And I actually have spoken on this topic before, but I feel that every once in a while, I need to bring it back in to the front of your mind because I keep getting the question. So people ask me all the time, how do you stay motivated? I need to be motivated. How do I get motivated? And my answer is motivation is great. Motivation is very helpful, but motivation is not your problem. Discipline is your problem. And I'm going to explain why. You're not going to always be motivated. Even if you find your deep inner why, which is what we often tell you to do to make habits long-term, right? Because if you just say, oh, I want to fit into this size of jeans, or I want to lose 5 pounds, that's not typically a strong enough motivation to keep you going for life, right? I mean, you might accomplish that goal or you don't accomplish that goal. And if you don't accomplish it, then you get frustrated and quit many times. So we tell you to find a deeper why. Your kids, the health of, like you've seen the health of your parents decline and you don't want to be like that. Perhaps heart disease runs in your family. You want to avoid having heart disease. Those are all deeper whys and they can provide really great motivation. However, no matter how great your motivation is, sometimes you're just not going to want to do it. I've felt that way a lot lately, more times than not. And I posted about this on Instagram yesterday because I don't want to work out a lot of times. Like I've had a really stressful 6 months. Like I haven't been feeling well. There's a lot going on. I don't want to exercise. It doesn't feel good to exercise, but guess what? I do it anyway because it is part of my discipline. And we do a lot of things in life based on discipline. How many times have you just not wanted to go to work one day? Or you didn't really want to sit and pay your bills, or you did not want to sit through that action movie that your partner wants to watch because you don't really care about action movies, right? It's probably happened, but you do it anyway. Why do you do it? Because there are consequences. If you don't show up for work, you're going to get fired, or you're not going to get paid, right? Big consequence. If you don't pay your bills, it's going to go to collections, it's going to affect your credit, big consequence. If you don't go watch that action movie, then maybe you're going to get an argument with your spouse. Maybe that spouse isn't going to feel valued. It's going to create all kinds of inner turmoil. Maybe you just feel like you need to support them whether you care about action movies or not. There's consequences. The difference is with those consequences, they tend to be very immediate. And we live in a very immediate world right now, unfortunately, between the internet, Amazon deliveries, like what you can get online, in terms of services and products. Like we want instant gratification. We also respond to instant consequences. And the issue with health and fitness is that the consequences perhaps are the most dire of all if you don't become healthy and fit. I mentioned heart disease already, right? Heart attack, obesity, diabetes, spending your life taking 15 million prescription drugs, having to spend time in the hospital, passing away earlier than you should, all because of consequences that were completely preventable. I think that people don't really think about those consequences because they're quite far in the future. It's not like right now, if you don't get out and do your run today or you don't lift your weights, tomorrow you're going to feel those consequences. And because of that, and because we are so focused on instant gratification and instant feedback, it's very easy for us to push off the things we don't want to do, namely fitness and eating healthy. So that is what you need to work on, is the discipline, is the fact that even if you don't want to exercise, you're going to go out and do it that day because you are disciplined to do it, and it's important for your health, it's important for your vitality, your mood, your energy. It's important to set a good example for your kids, for your friends, your family, etc. I'm not talking about if you're injured or sick or any of those things. I'm talking about you just don't feel like doing it that day. And I cannot be your motivator. No one else can be your motivator all the time. You have to be your motivator. And if you can't be your motivator, then that's where the discipline comes in, because it's part of your identity. Good morning, right? And if it's part of your identity, then you are going to do it. I've been chatting, you guys are just joining me. We're talking about discipline versus motivation. So I'm going to have to repeat what I said so you guys can hear it live. Your homework is going to be paying attention to what you're feeling each day when you work out. Are you motivated? Or are you feeling inspired? What about the day is making you feel motivated and inspired? Because that can help. If you're not feeling motivated and inspired, get out there and do that anyway. That's the discipline. All right? So 9 times out of 10, when people ask me how they can be motivated or how I can help them be motivated, the answer is to not focus on motivation. You start focusing on that discipline of moving your body daily. That is the challenge, but that is going to be what gets you through those hard times, because you are not going to always be motivated. It's just life, right? So think of your fitness more like your job, paying those bills, or watching that action movie you don't want to watch. It might not always be fun. It might not always be enjoyable. We hope that it's mostly fun and enjoyable, but it might not always be. But you do it anyway because you're disciplined, and there are consequences long term if you don't do it. All right, I hope that gives you something to think about today. Pop your thoughts in the comments box. Let me know how you stay either disciplined or motivated, what's helped you. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.